Hello everyone, TR2000 here, and today is another custom showcase. However, as you can read the title, it's not Wooden Railway. It is an HO, an engine, well, we'll call him a hybrid, because he is a Railway series, but he has a few of my personal touches to him. Here we have American James. I'll move you in closer. So, straight off the bat, James looks weird. I can understand how you think that. Allow me to explain. I have a little thing going where I make the Sudrian engines, the Northwestern engines, into American versions. You've seen Thomas. Here he is. He's little compared to the James. He's actually the shortest. He's not the smallest, but he's the shortest. Alright, you can go in the back. They're not here for you. So with James, I had 3 260s. 2 of them were Camelbacks, which you see here. And the other one was an oil burner. And I figured if I use Camelback, I can use the second one I have for Black James, because they're both black. But a quick summary of the Camelback. A very unique engine. Camelbacks have, I guess you can call it 2 cabs, although it's really 1. It's 2. The fireman goes in the back here. He still shovels coal in, but the driver sits in here. Drive the engine. The reason for this being is this allows for the firebox here, this is all firebox, to be producing more heat. So the engine has more steam, so it's a bigger firebox, more coal. I'm pretty sure these engines had 2 firemen. 2 or 3, I'm not positive. Maybe 2 drivers, I'm not entirely sure. And I had it, I'm like, hey, let's make James a Camelback, make him unique. James right now, he's all red except for the little bit of black boiler here. I'm probably gonna go back and touch him, because if you notice here, is the paint starting to chip. I didn't sand that part of the cab good enough. So I'm gonna have to go back, sand it down a little more, repaint him, but he'll look better. So James is probably one of my favorite. The nice part about these is you could actually put figures in the back. Not sure if you can notice that, but James now has a fireman. And you could put one if you want and say the other one's in the cab. But it's up to you entirely. So all the engines have themes. Gordon is still an express engine. Henry's heavy goods. The only real change is Henry is a 280. And Edward is an 040. And Oliver is a 060. That's really the only changes for the most part. I tried to stick as closely as I could to the designs, but sorry, it was hard. I wanted to do them off engines I already had. I had Thomas, I had Henry, Percy, James, Edward, Toby. I wanted to show you Toby this week, but I had to send Toby and Henry for repairs that I couldn't fix. But anyways, as you can see, James does have a golden dome. Golden dome, sorry. I know the difference. Forgive me. Golden whistles, golden bell. James is back. James has a black rear tender. I want to redo that too. So I guess you could say James is a small work in progress. And for the model itself, it's a pretty good runner. I'll back the camera for a little bit. If I drive it into a pile of ballast behind it. Oh, reroll this up. The Maul is a pretty good runner. Also, Thomas does have power. Those Mauls are just incredibly slow. Oh, James derailed. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not proving my point he's a good runner. He is a good runner. Points he need to take a little slow. But yeah, that is my James. He's a very handsome boy, I must say. Very handsome boy. All of my engines, for me, the little story I have going on is Sodor is, if you don't know, Massachusetts, the state, has an island off of it named Martha's Vineyard. So my story is the island of Sodor and Martha's Vineyard switch places. So the Vineyard is now off of the British Isles, and Sodor is off of the Cape of Massachusetts. So instead of Northwestern Railway, the railway is called the Northeastern. Every engine has an NER on either they tender. Oh, sorry, no, they have them on their cabs, basically. All the engines do have them on their cabs, except for Bill and Ben, because I still on the SAC. But that's enough about me. Anyways, I'll shut up. Yeah, this is my James. I like him. He was the first one done, so he's special to me, since he was the first one I did. I'm kind of happy I had him a Camelback because it makes him stand out more, even with the red paint. Anyways, it's been Tier 2000. Thank you for watching, and I'm signing off.